Jerry Romero, escorted by Omar Romero and Zamora Romero. Donna Rollins, escorted by Diana and Brian Rollins. Michaela Rosero, escorted by Andrew Rosero, Madison Rosero. Alexander Rudder, escorted by Josh Garcia, Rebecca Garcia. Hannah Scherer, escorted by Laura Scherer, Rick Scherer, and Josh Scherer. Amber Sherman, escorted by Charlotte Sherman. Brittany Strobel, escorted by Rebecca Strobel and Elaine Ramsey. Connor Swager, escorted by Desiree Swager. Priscilla Torres, escorted by Mona Lopez. Melanie Torres. Jim Tran, escorted by Fung Nguyen and Jenny Tran. E.V. Tran, escorted by Peter Tran and Adrian Tran. Ron Travis, escorted by Tracy Travis and Ron Travis. Lori Valdez, escorted by Brittany Valdez and Claudia Valdez. Virginia Valley, escorted by Robbie Long. Jessica Weiss, escorted by Mary Gracie. Ian Welchco, escorted by Lawrence, Maria, Victoria, and Sean Welchco. Catherine Williamson, escorted by Emily Williamson. Moving on to ROTC. Cadet Colonel Haley Willard, escorted by Mother Donnell Willard, Grandfather Don Nicholson, and Sister Sarah Willard. Cadet Second Lieutenant Jeff Blackman, escorted by girlfriend Kimberlyn Cox and Captain Craig Metz. Cadet Technical Sergeant Nicholas Brown, escorted by Mother and Father Nicole and Damon Brown. Nicholas will be entering the United States Marine Corps in July. Cadet Staff Sergeant Kendra Barrow, escorted by Father Kendrick Barrow. And your Dickinson Diamonds, Sophia Valdez, escorted by Mother Rachel Valdez and Grandmother Jeannie Brown and her brother Joseph. Kennedy Ballard, escorted by parents Joy and Kevin Ballard and sister Kelsey. Tanya Benitez, escorted by Jason Benitez. Alisa de los Santos, escorted by parents Mindy and Ron Ortiz. Brianna Garate, escorted by parents Maria and Robert Garate and brothers Hugo and Robert. Claire Gaytan, escorted by her parents. Vanessa Gill, escorted by her mother, Anna Shook. Vanessa Hange, escorted by her parents Andres and Maurice Hange. Coriana Lede. Allison Loving, escorted by parents Kimberly and Philip Loving. Jamaica Martin, escorted by parents Daisy and Willie Martin and nephew BJ Webb. Taylor McDermott, escorted by parents Alicia McDermott and Dace Hall and brother Dylan. Audrey Meisner, escorted by parents Daniel Jensen and Scott Miser. Bragan Niemeyer, escorted by parents Nathan and Dusty, her siblings Cody and Caleb, and her friend Kimmy Cox. Omari Turner, escorted by her mother, Carla Valdez, escorted by parents Esmeralda and Jose Valdez. Allison Winters, escorted by mother Melissa Rose.
Dickinson beat us for the year and not Jordan Myers because conversely, you look at Dickinson, maybe they're going to have to kind of sit back and play more.
Tonight, the attention of Texas high school football is in the Bay Area at San Vitanza Stadium as the Dickinson Gators and the Clear Creek Wildcats match up for the District 24 6A championship. Alongside Derek Jones, I'm Jeremy Branham, and it's a windy, wet Vitanza Stadium in the Bay Area. It's going to be some sloppy football, but this time of year, it's what you want to see between a couple of very good teams.
You're exactly right. I mean, the weather's going to be a factor tonight. Hopefully not too bad. what the experts say is going to take place. But you're looking at two different teams coming at each other. One's a passing team, of course, in Clear Creek. You have the Gators coming at you with the run. I mean, Jordan Myers, I mean, he's an outstanding running back. I'm looking forward to seeing that young man tonight. This is big-time football, big-time rivalry going on. The fans are going to be out here, rain, sleet, or snow. They're here, and we're here as well, TexanLive.com. You couldn't ask for anything more. Looking forward to an exciting game.
You know, I went down to the field about 30 minutes ago, and even an hour before kickoff, there was a buzz in the stadium. There was a buzz whenever you walked into the stadium. There was fans lining up, waiting to get in. It's an 8,000 capacity stadium, and it's filled to the brim. A couple of rivals that they don't like each other a whole lot. What do you usually see in rivalry games, Derek?
Well, early you usually see a lot of mistakes as far as guys jumping off sides. Guys excited about the matchup. You have family. Of course, when the rivalry games take place, you have family members that know each other. There's proximity and everything that's going on. But two good teams actually battling each other for a district spot to be the top dog in the district. So it should be fun.
Let's get with the keys. Let's talk about what these two teams have to do. They're very evenly matched, 8-0 records. They each have 5-0 records in district play. Last season when these two teams met, the winner was the district champion. Dickinson went undefeated last season in the district. Clear Creek, the one loss, they went 6-1. Clear Creek, what do they have to do?
Clear Creek right now, they have to stay balanced on offense. I mean, they pass the ball pretty much and run the ball pretty much as well. The same kind of equivalency. Want to make sure they stay balanced. They want to establish Smith early. He's had an outstanding season so far. He's rushed for 800 yards right now, 16 touchdowns. They want to utilize the quick game. I mean, of course, Dickinson's defense. I mean, they're only giving up an average about 14 points on their defense. So what they want to do is run the quick game, try to get those quick receivers out on both sides to kind of loosen up that defense, get those guys out of the box area, give them Smith more time to run. Etzel and Howard, those are the guys, and Weezen as well on the quick game pass. And then, of course, they want to stop Jordan Myers. I mean, it's easier said than done. Jordan Myers has had an outstanding season. I mean, he jumps at wide receiver, jumps at tailback. I mean, I watched a lot of footage on that young man. I mean, he breaks tackles. The first man usually misses the guy. So it's going to be a daunting task for Clear Creek, but something I think they're up for the challenge.
A lot of those points, Dickinson, if they do well, they'll have a lot of success. What about them? What do they have to do?
Dickinson right now, they have to establish Myers. Of course, that's your bell cow. You want to get him the ball early and often, and then even some more at the end. Get him to impose his will on the defense of Clear Creek. You also want to use the quick pass game as well. Quick pass game, I mean, anybody can use that. I mean, you want to get the defenses off and give your running back, especially if you have a talented running back like the Gators do. You want to be able to get their defense off so they don't stack all those guys in the box once again. Play physical defense. I mean, the film I watched, these guys fly around. They make tackles. Tackles make excitement. The hard hits, the fans like that. Get your guys involved with it. Senior night going on tonight. I mean, that's just going to add to it. And then finally, play fast. I mean, these guys are running fast and furious, and that should help them tonight in the game.
All right, we'll take a timeout for the national anthem. When we come back, kickoff between Clear Creek and Dickinson. The District 24 6A title on the line on Texan Live.
Observe a moment of silence. Thank you. And please remain standing for the presentation of our nation's colors. The colors for today's game, presented by the Dickinson High School Air Force Junior ROTC Color Guard. The Color Guard members, Cadet Colonel Haley Willard, Cadet Second Lieutenant Jeffrey Blackman, Cadet Technical Sergeant Nicholas Brown, Cadet Technical Sergeant Logan Marshall, Cadet Staff Sergeant Kendra Barrow, and the playing of our national anthem by the Fighting Gator Band. Football time in D-Town. And elected to defer. They will kick off from the south end zone.
Well, welcome back to Vitanza Stadium in Dickinson with Derek Jones. I'm Jeremy Branham. Happy to be here. Happy to have you with us as two of the best teams in this area. District 24-6A gets set to match up for the district championship on the line. Last year, these two teams played. Dickinson beat an undermanned Clear Creek team. They were going through some injuries at the time, and Dickinson won that one 42-20. Already went through the coin toss. Dickinson won the toss. They will defer. They'll kick the ball to Clear Creek, who will get the football first. Dickinson will have the wind at their back, and it's a heavy wind. The flag, which are to our left, blowing a lot. They're trying to rip off the flagpoles. You'll see the winds constantly at about 20 miles per hour, gusting to about 30. Clear Creek is across the field from us. They're wearing the white tops, visiting jerseys with the metallic gray pants, the maroon helmet. Dickinson's wearing the all-blue uniforms with the dual-color helmets, the matted white and the matted blue. How much do you think wind's going to be a factor tonight, Derek?
Wind's going to be a factor a little bit. I mean, both these teams like to run the ball. It's probably going to affect Clear Creek a little bit more just because they like to be balanced. They like to stay balanced. So it'll be interesting to see how they kind of counter that. The quick game, like we talked about in pregame, that could help that. I mean, you're making those short passes, 5, 10, 15-yard passes. But it should be a good, well-played game.
And the wind already a factor as the ball blows off the tee. Dickinson will have to get someone to hold the football as the kick is off and we are underway. The line drive kick that goes out of bounds on the near side around the 5-yard line. Flags fly. And Clear Creek will have good field position to start this one as Jaden Woodson, the junior, watched that one skip out of bounds in front of him. Clear Creek will get the football first, a team that's pretty balanced offensively. They're led by their quarterback, Chase Hildreth. A couple backs in the backfield, fullback Jaden Woodson, Devon Smith is the tailback. 3 receivers set with Brandon Hauer, Andrew Wisen, Landon Etzel. And the offensive line from left to right, Ignacio Cabrera, Alonzo Williams, Tanner Pugh, Austin Dickens, and Anthony Alanis. Averaging right around 400 yards per game and over 41 points per contest. They'll start off in the shotgun with Chase Hildreth, 4 receivers, 2 receivers each way. Hildreth turns, hands it off. Smith, the juke move to the outside at the numbers, goes outside to the sideline across the 45-50, and he takes it out of bounds in Dickinson territory at the 46-yard line. A 24-yard gain on the first play of the game.
That's exactly what you want to use to do is for your Clear Creek, bust out in the zone read formation, bust out to the right-hand side, have Smith break off a big run. Against an opponent like Dickinson, that's exactly how you want to come out the first play of the game.
They'll go pretty quick. Ball on the near hash in Dickinson territory at the 46. Hildreth, a couple of hard counts. Now they look over at the far sideline and readjust. 12 seconds on the play clock. Now back to the right shoulder is Smith, and they'll hand it off to him. Smith up the middle, tripped over across the 45-yard line, falls forward to the 43. Joseph Shields, the nearest Gator, on the stop. Pickup of 3 yards on first down.
A nice play. Once again, Clear Creek coming out, setting up. They always check with coach on the sideline. That's a new thing that a lot of schools like to do. Kind of look what the defense is going to look to give you and then kind of make your adjustments off of that. But it's a nice drive, and I like the tempo starting off early.
This time they'll empty out the backfield. Hildreth will be in the gun with 5 receivers, 2 to the near side, 3 to the far side. And Hildreth again will check over to the sideline. 9 on the play clock. Takes the snap. fake the pitch on the end around. The lefty fires it to the far side. It's caught inside the 35-yard line to the 33. A first down for the Wildcats is catching it on the far side with Andrew Wisen reeling it in for a pickup of 11 yards and a Wildcat first down.
That's a nice half roll, semi-roll to the left-hand side to hit Wiesen on a nice pass play, giving him a first down. Nice play from the Creek, and the Creek is moving the ball. Nice play.
11:08 as he went out of bounds, clock frozen. They go with a quick tempo, but they're not rushing. They're a deliberate offense. They know what they want to get into. Hildreth this time is out of the backfield as they go the Wildcat with Smith. Smith takes it up the middle, across the 30. Good patience, cuts it outside to the far hash, and he's tripped up near the 25-yard line. Call it the 24. And on the Wildcat package, Devon Smith takes it 8 yards inside the 25 for the Wildcats.
Another nice play, a little zone read up the middle. Nice yards from Smith. Smith is showing some nice patience, and just like you said, the offense is taking their time. I mean, it's a hurry-up type of an offense, but they're taking their time, getting their plays set, and make sure they don't make any mistakes early.
2nd down and 2 at the Gator 24. Ball on the far hash. Hildreth in the gun. Hildreth again looking over to the far sideline. Their head coach, Darrell Warden. Taking the snap, fires it down to the outside, caught at the 26 on the receiver's screen. Now he runs it towards the middle of the field. Might have had the distance for the first down. Not much on it. As the pitch and catch out to the far side was to Jaden Woodson, the number 2 back in this offense. They're going to have to bring on the chains as they give him the 22, and that's the distance needed for the first down.
Yeah, it's going to be close, but once again, that's that quick game. You had 3 receivers, a trip set up to the left-hand side, have 2 receivers block, get it ball to another receiver that's actually back off the line to try to get as many yards as you can, kind of get him in space and let him maneuver around. That's a nice play.
The chain gang is on. Good time to tell you about this officiating crew. Johnny Bruce is the head referee. Umpire Steve Alexander. David Maddox is your head linesman. Bobby Bruce, the line judge. Frank Cox, the back judge. Marcus Shepard, the field judge. And Thomas Stewart is the side judge. So he's just short. They'll bring the chains over to the far hash to spot it properly on the far hash. It'll be inches away from the 22-yard line. And Johnny Bruce showing the press box just how far it is for the first down.
3rd and that short. Down, let's make some noise.
3rd down and inches from the Gator 22-yard line. Hildreth leading him out of the huddle, and they'll go heavy. They have 3 backs in a pistol formation for Hildreth. Hildreth, the snap, handoff Smith. Smith, the spin move, bounces it outside, cuts it inside, and he runs into a gang of Gators. It's going to depend on the spot on the far side. The Gators, though, with a good job defensively, and he might not have gotten it.
And that's outstanding pursuit from the Gator defense. I mean, they had 7 guys or 8 guys in the box, and the safeties actually were coming up as well to in like a rover position to try to stop that play. That's outstanding defense, outstanding team defense.
He lost a yard back to the 23. It's 4th down and 1. And the crowd getting into it early. 9:38 to play in the first quarter, the opening drive of the game. And the Wildcats going for it on 4th and 1. Handoff, Smith. Smith to the outside, cuts it in. He got hit. He falls forward near the first down marker. And the officials running in on the far side. It's going to be close once more. Referees are gathering over the football. They're going to bring on the chains early. This is the second time in 3 plays they're bringing the chains on. And you talk about momentum, Derek, and momentum is going to be determined by inches depending on the chains.
Yeah, big play, big call early in the game. This is going to be very close. It's a big play for both teams.
Got it by the nose of the football. First down, Wildcats.
Wow, that's exactly what Crook need to have happen on that play, because you're in the Gator country defense that would have just had this sideline, had the crowd erupt for them. So it's a big play from the Creek to get that first down, keep the ball moving, keep the drive moving. Also keep that big offense from Dickinson off the field as well.
Quiets the crowd on the near side for a moment. First down for the Wildcats. They started this drive after the kick went out of bounds at their own 30-yard line. Now they'll go empty. 5 receiver set. Hildreth in the quarter and the backfield all by himself. Takes the snap, pitches to Smith on the little shovel pass, and Smith is hit at the line and he's dropped. Dropped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on the play. Leading the way, Rajahan Dorsey, the senior, dropping Smith down for a loss back to the 25-yard line. He loses 3.
Nice defensive aggressiveness. That's the linebacker coming through, shooting through the gap, hitting in the backfield. I mean, it's kind of a delayed play from the Creek, trying to get Smith the ball. Nice play from Dickinson.
Now a couple of backs to each shoulder of Hildreth. Right shoulder is Smith, to the left side, Woodson. 3 receivers set to the far side, one to the near side, ball on the far hash. Hildreth takes the snap, fires it quickly over to the near side. It's caught at the 21, across the 20, and he's ripped down at the 18. Still on his feet, falling forward across the 15 and inside the Dickinson 15-yard line. Landon Etzel dragging tacklers down with him. Waylon Hurst, the senior defensive back, on the stop for the Gators.
It's a nice quick play out to the outside, the right-hand side. Nice tackle from Waylon to make that play and setting up a middle yard second down for them.
Pickup of 8, 3rd down and 5 to come. 8 minutes left to play in the first quarter. And one thing, they're using a good chunk of this first quarter, 4 minutes and counting on this opening drive.
Exactly right, keeping that offense off the field for the Gators.
Ball's on the near hash, and again, they'll go empty with 5 receivers, 2 on the near, 3 to the far side. You have Smith in the slot. Hildreth will set up Smith on the screen. Smith is tied up, and he's tackled down. As ripping him away was Tyrese Weidermeyer, the junior. The bubble screen did not work. Lost back to the 17. I beg your pardon, lost back to the 22-yard line. He lost 5 yards on the play.
That's a big play from Weidermeyer to be right there, to read that key, read that play, try to run a bubble screen like you say it up to the outside side, and nice tackle, nice play, and that's actually a big defensive play from Dickinson to stop that momentum and stop Clear Creek from getting there. I mean, with the win tonight, field goal's not a given.
Messias Martinez will be the holder, and kicking it, Eric Bauman, a senior. The ball is on the near hash. The tee placed at the 28-yard line. It'll be a 38-yard field goal into the wind. Snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is on its way. End over end kick. It has the distance, and it is good. Eric Bowman into the wind from 38 yards out, and Clear Creek strikes first. They're in front 3-0 as you watch Clear Creek and Dickinson on Texan Live.
28-yard field goal. With 6:58 left in the first quarter. Wildcats 3, Gators 0.
Hey, it's Bert.
And Jamie. At Texan, we're so thankful for our great team and fantastic fans.
That's right, folks, and we're showing our appreciation, making sure everybody gets a great deal on our Black Friday event.
Every 2015 has to go, and Texan will make you the best deal.
Get a new Buick Verano for just $19,888.
Or a new Buick Enclave for just $317 a month.
Thank you for helping us become one of the fastest growing dealerships in the nation. Texan Buick GMC, located at 59 in Will Clayton. Shop 24/7, TexanDrive.com.
We treat you better.
Hey, it's Bert.
And Jamie.
Back
At
of
Texan,
Atanza
we're
Stadium
so
in
thankful for our great team.
Dickinson, Texas, with Derek Jones. I'm Jeremy Branham. 11-play, 48-yard drive using up 5 minutes and 2 seconds of our first quarter. 38-yard field goal by Eric Bowman, getting Clear Creek on the board first. And I know you settle for a field goal, but you come on the road, you're in hostile territory. Getting the early lead is a good first drive.
It's definitely an opportunity to calm the nerves a little bit. You come in and get that field goal. I mean, of course, you want a touchdown. Everybody wants a touchdown, but to come away with some kind of points. I mean, of course, you achieved what you wanted to do. You ran some time off the clock. You kept Dixon off the field. You put some points on the board, maybe put a little pressure on them as well. Bowman
will squib it right up the middle of the field, and it's fielded at the 27-yard line. The Gators coming the other way, near side of the 40, across the 45-50, as Roy Lane Oliver just scooped it up on the squib, and a great return to the Clear Creek 45-yard line. And we thought Clear Creek getting the ball at their 30 was good field position. Dickinson gets it at the Clear Creek 45-yard line to start their first drive.
That's great field position. Special teams are one of the keys of the game. Of course, offense, defense, and special teams. You have to be great in all phases to have a successful team, and Dickinson had that success all season long. Of course, being ranked in the top 10 in the state of Texas, I mean, you have to have some stuff going for you, and that's a big return to give your offense, your high, potent offense, an opportunity to get the ball.
DeLon Baines, the starting quarterback for the Gators. In the backfield, you'll see Leland Young and Jordan Myers. The 3 receivers, Blake Carlisle, Montel Parker, Jacoby Fowler will give you the offensive line after this as they hand it off on the end around. It goes to Jordan Myers, who is lined up in the slot. He takes it over to the near side to the 41-yard line to pick up a 4 on the first play for the Gators.
Nice play, opening play to get started, to kind of loosen up the defense a little bit, kind of see what they're doing. You have 3 receivers on your trip side to the bottom-hand side, and bring your big Myers across in almost like a semi-jet formation. So it's a nice play to kind of get started, to kind of loosen up your defense.
And Itai Atuk is the left tackle. Kalen North at guard. Levon Lopez, Jared Reddy, and Chance Hermanson, the offensive line for the Gators. Baines taking the snap, fires it over to the near side where it is caught. Across the 35-yard line and tackled down at the 32 was Roy Lane Oliver. the senior receiver who has 9 catches coming into the year. Nick Daniels on the stop as the Dickinson Gators go fast. Quick handoff, Myers. Myers over to the near side past the 35-yard line, and he gets tripped up in the backfield, and he's brought down to the 33 for a loss. And again, Nick Daniels making his presence known early. Back-to-back tackles for the Wildcats.
That's big-time tackles for Mr. Daniels, making a couple tackles in a row. That means you're flying around. He's at the linebacker position. Dixon's going with this fast-paced offense.
They gave him the line of scrimmage for forward progress, so no gain on the play. Might have lost a yard now as the chains move back a yard. So 2nd down and 11 from the Clear Creek 34-yard line. Now Baines is under center in the I formation. Myers the tailback. He has a receiver to each side. Leland Young the fullback right behind Baines. Baines on the near hash. Turns, play action, looking to throw. Slipped in a towel, throws it over the middle of the field, and he overshoots his man. And you can see him slide across the turf, the very wet turf here, as Blake Carlisle was the intended target. He had a step, but Baines overshot him. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, he overshot him just a little bit, but as he's dropping back, there was a towel that was laying on the floor. I mean, a lot of these young guys want to put the towels on, and it actually was on the ground, and the quarterback stepped on it and it slipped a little bit. That may have had a little effect on that pass.
5:27 left to play in the first quarter. Wildcats lead the Gators 3-0. Shotgun formation for Baines. He has it back to each shoulder, twins to the far side with the ball on the near hash. Baines now will look over to the sideline. John Snelson, the head coach here for Dickinson, quite the story. We'll get into that a little bit more later. Baines now telling the offensive line the adjustment. Play clock down to 5. Baines, the snap. Fakes the handoff, rolling right, gets hit as he throws as a man wide open, caught at the 15-10, jukes outside across the 5, and he takes a hit into the end zone as Jordan Myers on the receiving end of Baines' touchdown pass, and Dickinson counters Clear Creek's field goal with a touchdown.
Big time offense from Dickinson. Nice play down the middle. Have Jordan Myers coming out of the backfield, hit him right down the seam for an open touchdown. And, of course, the man makes a move and hits in the end zone. There's a reason why he's highly touted and highly scouted. I mean, that's a big time play. That's his 21st touchdown of the season. I mean, this guy is a machine out there. Exciting young man.
Extra point upcoming. High snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is good. Dickinson, their first drive into the end zone as they take a 7-3 lead on Texan Live.
All Spas is so much more than Ace Hardware. Sure, we have nuts and bolts, lawn and garden, faucets and fixtures, lights and locks, even outdoor cooking. But All Spas is also a boutique, featuring the finest names in jewelry and home accessories. But most importantly, All Spas is a friendly, helpful family of people who take pride in their products and services. All Spas is Ace Hardware, and so much more.
Back at Atascocita Stadium alongside Derek Jones, I'm Jeremy Branham. And so far, each team with a possession apiece, and both teams have put points on the board. Clear Creek on an 11-play, 48-yard drive. It ended with a 38-yard field goal, and then Dickinson counters 34-yard touchdown pass from Baines to Myers on a 3rd and long, capping off a 5-play, 45-yard drive that a little opposite of Clear Creek's drive. They use up just a minute 33, and the good field position set that all up.
Yeah, it's a big-time drive from Dixon to come answer that score that Clear Creek had. Of course, you hit Mr. Myers. I mean, and I know his folks are right now saying, hey, Mr. Announcer, you said he only had 21 touchdowns. That's my bad. He has 23 touchdowns. I'm so sorry. All right, that's big-time ball going on right now with Dickinson and Creek.
Little pooch kick caught at the 20-yard line. Landon Etzel bringing it down, and he takes it across the 30 to the 35-yard line. Pretty good field position again for Clear Creek. I'd like to remind you to tune in to Fox Sports Southwest tonight after our game from 11 to midnight for the Houston High School Football Wrap-Up Show presented by Texan Drive. Join Howard Chin, Ted Johnson, Courtney Rowland, and Courtney Madden as they take you around the city with all the week's football action. The Houston High School Football Wrap-Up Show presented by Texan Drive tonight from 11 to midnight on Fox Sports Southwest. So 5:13 left to play in our first quarter. Here comes the Clear Creek offense for the second time tonight. Chase Hildreth will be in the shotgun. So he takes the snap, play action, throws over the middle of the field. It's caught at the 40-yard line by Smith. He makes a man miss across the 45 and into Dickinson territory across the 50 to the 48-yard line. A 17-yard gain. Marquise Williams, the junior defensive back, bringing him down after Smith with a big pickup.
That's a nice play coming from the Creek to come back and answer once again the score from Dickinson. Nice play to get Smith over the middle of the field. Nice pass, nice catch, nice run, first down for the Creek.
Taking their time looking over at the sidelines. Hildreth in the gun. To the left shoulder is Smith. 4 receivers set, 2 to each side. Hildreth, handoff, Smith. Smith off guard left side. Not much room to run, but does get some positive yardage near the 45-yard line. Pickup of 3 yards on first down for Devon Smith. They go quick. Hildreth now a bunch of 4 receivers on the near side. Hildreth quickly pass to the near side, a diving grab made by Woodson. Nope, incomplete. That's actually fortunate for the Wildcats because if Woodson makes that diving grab, he loses about a yard or 2 behind the line.
Yeah, exactly right. There's a bunch formation out to the top-hand side, trying to set up another quick formation to get your ball into your skill maker's hand in space and let him run.
3rd down and 7 at the Gator 45-yard line. Hildreth in the gun. Smith to the right shoulder. 2 receivers each side. Fake the handoff. Smith. Hildreth throwing deep down the middle of the field, and it is knocked away. Intended receiver was Brandon Hauer, and some Gators in the vicinity. You had Chris Wilson. You had Marquise Williams, both in on coverage, but it was James Randall coming atop and knocking the football away.
That's outstanding cover right there. When you have your cornerback to have nice position on the wide receiver, it didn't interfere with him, used his arm in a good position. Usually you have that right arm underneath and you kind of get a holding penalty, but he didn't get that pass interference penalty. He came around him and used a nice hand to knock it away.
The snap goes over Bauman's head at the 30, the 25. Bauman picks it up at the 20. He's looking to get rid of it, and he can't. He's tackled all the way inside his 20-yard line at the 17. The deep snapper sent it shooting right over his head. Bowman went back to try to pick it up. He did, but it was greeted by Waylon Hirsch right in front of his face, and Hirsch brought him down for a huge loss, and the Gators will be in the Wildcat red zone. And that's not one area of the game where you expect the wind to be a factor, but it might have sailed a bit on him.
You're exactly right. I think that did sail a little bit. He got back to him and just kind of floated over the head. It's a nice play from Waylon to make the tackle. You thought in that situation the kicker may be able to get a little bit off to have some room to get that kickoff, but nice coverage from Dickinson to get there and make that tackle.
So the Gators will have it 1st and 10 at the Wildcats 17-yard line. First break goes in favor of the Gators, and they'll have a flag on the play after getting a huge break and had some motion, and they'll be backed up 5 yards.
Yeah, they're trying to go really fast, and sometimes you don't get set. Quarterback, always make sure all your receivers are set before you run that play, even if you want to have that quick tempo.
4:08 left to play in our first quarter. The Gators lead 7-3 in this 24-6A tilt between the Gators and the Wildcats. Last season it determined the district title. We're expecting it to determine the district title again. Now, whoever wins this game, if they were to lose next week, you'd still end up with co-champs, but that's unlikely looking ahead. I formation for Baines. Baines takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls to the left side, pressure in his face. He got away from one, won't get away from another. Nicholas Daniels again ripping Baines down for a huge loss. Back to the 32. He loses 10.
That's a big play from Daniels to come through from the linebacker spot. You want to get back there in the backfield, not giving your quarterback any time to throw the ball. You have to put pressure on him. I mean, Dickinson right now, they got a nice little rhythm, a nice motion going, so you want to try to interrupt that as much as you can. That's a nice play from Clear Creek.
Well, a huge break for the Gators after the deep snap went over the head of the punter, but they got a penalty for 5 and a loss for 10. And they're looking at a 2nd down and 25 at their own 32-yard line. Baines in the gun, taking the snap, looking to throw, throws it deep down the right side, and it's batted away. Excellent coverage on the far side by Colby Burton. The corner coming across and knocking the ball away at the last moment. As he threw it up for grabs, did Baines.
And then you always want to talk about that air. I mean, I know they have the wind probably going a little bit behind them, but that ball kind of hung up a little bit, just a little bit enough time to let your receiver, not get up under it, and the defensive back to come over the top and knock it away.
Jacoby Fowler, their leading receiver, was the intended target. Dangerous pass. And now it's 3rd down and 25 at the Wildcat 32. Myers will be in the pistol. He takes the snap and another motion penalty. This has been a disastrous possession for the Gators and back them up 5 more to the 37. And they'll be looking at a 3rd down and 30.
And you have to give a little bit to the defensive Clear Creek. Coach Destry Cook has put the defensive onus on these guys. Hey, you need to speed this up. It was a little bit too easy that first time. Need to get some pressure, some penetration. So they've actually kind of made Dixon maybe go a little bit faster than they wanted to.
They went for the 15-yard line, the 17-yard line rather, in the red zone of Clear Creek, and they've lost 20 yards back to the 37. That may be in punting range now. Well, it is at their back, but that's a long field goal, maybe 4 down territory. Yeah. As Baines will be in the gun, he has it back to his right shoulder. 2 receivers each side, ball between the hashes. He takes the snap, drops back, looking to throw, has time. Pump fakes, now throws, and it's incomplete. Incomplete at the 20-yard line. Intended receiver was Blake Carlisle, the senior. Threw it a little bit in front. Carlisle made the diving effort, but he couldn't get to it, and it's now 4th down and 30.
Yeah, a couple of hitches on that pass. I mean, you're trying to wait, allow him time to come across the field on a drag, from the top of the field to the bottom. Just took a little bit too long and kind of led him just a little bit too much.
Terrence White will come on to punt this one away. Clear Creek will not have anybody back deep. White standing at his own 49-yard line. And Clear Creek with the ball at the 37-yard line, not putting anyone back deep just in case. Just a quick little punt, got off. It will land at the 17-yard line, takes a Dickinson bounce inside the 10, and it is down at the 6-yard line to the angst of some of the Gators coaching staff. They thought they had another bounce left in that one to get it inside the 5-yard line. But still, a good punt, and you pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line.
Yeah, that's a nice punt, actually. Usually when you have your defense up there, you put your defense in a safe position. You don't put a returner back there. You're trying to you assume that the ball's going to go in the end zone, but there's actually a nice kick from your punter to not let it go in the end zone. But you're right. If they'd have let it bounce maybe a couple more times, who knows? They would have got it underneath the 5-yard line.
And you have to mark that defensive stand. Early storylines in this game. After the bad snap, the defense holds the Gators off the board. Quick snap, handoff, Smith up the middle, not much room to run. He might have got past the line of scrimmage. He's tripped up with a lot of Gators in the vicinity. He got a gain of a yard to the 11.
Yeah, I'm looking for the adjustment from Dickinson now. Creek's had some success trying to get the ball to Smith a little bit, so I'm waiting for those adjustments to take place to see what the Gators try to do to counter some of the quick offense that the Creek is doing.
We're in the Bay Area tonight, Dickinson, Texas, at Atascocita Stadium inside the Paul LaFleur press box with Derek Jones. I'm Jeremy Brannon, the whole crew out as well. We're under 2.5 minutes as we're counting down to 2.5 minutes left to play in the first quarter, and Dickinson leads Clear Creek 7-3. 2nd down and 9 coming up for the Wildcats. Hildreth fires it near side, and it's dropped. Incomplete. Brandon Hauer was the receiver, and Hauer started looking upfield before he secured that one in, and it falls incomplete.
You're absolutely right. And young people, if you're listening to this game, and I know that you are because it's on TexanLive.com and you don't have anything else to do but make sure you're listening, but you have to secure the ball first. Let the ball come to your hands, look it in all the way, tuck it before you run.
3rd down and 9 in the shadows of their own goalpost. Hildreth in the gun. He has 4 receivers, 3 to the far side. Now the motion, 1 over to the near side. Smith to the right shoulder. Fake the handoff. Smith looking to throw. Hildreth over the middle. It's caught at the 21-yard line. That's good enough for the first down. Andrew Wiesen was the receiver, and boy, what a big blow he took as he was able to secure that one for the first down. And this big hit, the wood laid by LaChristopher Wilson.
That's a big-time hit. That's a big boy hit right there. You'll hit the whirlpool or something tomorrow on that one.
He needed 9, he got 10, and it's a Wildcat first down. Good throw by Hildreth, firing it over the middle.
That's one thing coaches say, though. You're going to get hit, you better catch the ball.
So Hildreth in the gun, he's got it back to the right shoulder. Pitches it underneath to Devon Smith on the shovel. Smith wiggles around. He's able to elude a few Gators before he gets it across the 25-yard line to the 26. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play, and then Stephon Jenkins, the junior, on the stop. And, they tell you when a Gator's chasing you to run in little zigzag lines, and that's exactly what Devon Smith did on that play.
Yeah, he's quick. He's phone booth quick, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, try to go run the phone booth, see how much room and space you have.
The 5-yard gain sets up a 2nd down and 5 at their own 26-yard line. Under 90 seconds to play in the first quarter. Gators in front of the Wildcats 7-3. The visiting section filled to the brim. The home section underneath also capacity crowd. Hildreth the snap, hands it off on the counter. It's Woodson. Woodson runs it off tackle left side. There's nowhere to run as he's tripped up at the 25-yard line. It's Dorsey again on the tackle. No gain. Big stop by the Gators. Sets up a 3rd down and 5.
It's another big 3rd down for the Gators to try to hold Clear Creek to only punt the ball once again.
So he lost a yard back to the 25-yard line. Under a minute to play in the first quarter. 15 seconds on the play clock, and there's not a whole lot of urgency in that Wildcat sideline. Now they hustle to the line with 9 seconds on the play clock. Hildreth has 4 receivers, 2 to each side. He has Smith to the right shoulder. 3 on the play clock. Gets the snap off. Hildreth looking to throw. Fires it far side. Caught at the 34-yard line. Another first down as Hildreth is throwing these clutch passes on 3rd down. The completion to Andrew Wisen on the far side. They mark him out of bounds at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards and another 3rd down, first down conversion by the Wildcats on this possession.
That's another outstanding play. I can see why Hildreth is one of the number 1 passers in the district. I mean, it's nice, calm pass out to your left-hand side, get a first down. Wiesen coming through with the catch. That's a nice play from the Creek.
Hildreth with 2 backs, 1 to each shoulder in the backfield. He hands it off. This time it's Woodson. Woodson to the near side, nowhere to run. He loses yardage back to the 30-yard line. He lost 4 yards on the play before he was tripped up and brought down. Waylon Hurst again getting into the backfield. And Clear Creek says that's enough with the first quarter. Let's get that wind at our back. So 12 minutes, an exciting 12 minutes from Dickinson. And the Gators are in front of the Wildcats 7-3 as you listen to this 24-6A matchup on Texan Live.
At Cavenders, we don't just wear the West, we live it.
I live for a good run.
I live for the crowd.
My scar.
7 flat in the short round.
My face.
Working with my partner. 8 seconds, nothing less.
Rooting for the bull.
Cavenders, don't just wear it, live it.
Hey fans, this is Marvin Driver with Texan Drive Team. Need a car, sedan, truck, van, SUV? Come to the dealership where we treat you better.
I'm Brian Bohannon with the Texan Drive Team. If you want to get your preferred price, make sure you come see us.
This is Tom Huberty at TexanDrive.com. Please come see me for all your vehicle needs. I can sell GMC, Buick, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram, any pre-owned vehicle of your choice.
And I'm Nate Shaw. Make sure when you come in to ask for your Texan Drive Team. Best deals, best prices every day.
TexanDrive.com, we treat you better.
Back at San Vitanza Stadium in Dickinson, Texas with Derek Jones, I'm Jeremy Branham. Texas Live is your new home for Houston High School sports. 3 games on tap tomorrow, bright and early with an 11 a.m. kick as Cinco Ranch facing off against Strake Jesuit. And a pair of 6 p.m. games as New Caney takes on Dayton. And Morton Ranch squares off against Katy Taylor. First quarter thoughts, 7-3, Dickinson leads, Derek.
I think Creek is getting exactly what they want. They came out with the right pace. They kept Dickinson offense pretty much off the field. 7-3 on the road. You're not minding that right now.
Hildreth in the gun under pressure is going to throw this one deep down the sideline, and that one he just chunked away. Almost landed in the water cooler on the near side with the sports medicine staff. Hildreth felt the pressure. He had nobody to throw it to and just said, let me get this one out of here and live to fight another down.
Yeah, that's a smart play, heady play, get the ball out of bounds. I mean, he's got a lot of poise back there in the backfield, and he's keeping Creek in the position right now to where they are.
Lefties throwing the ball, they just look better too.
Yeah.
It's like a baseball player. You like to look from the left-handed side and see how they swing the bat. 3rd and long for Clear Creek. They'll move Woodson in motion to the far side, fake the handoff. They get a block from Smith. Hildreth eludes a rush. He runs to the near side of the 25, looking, throws a cross field, a jump ball at midfield, and it's incomplete. Intended receiver was Landon Etzel, and what a dangerous pass by Chase Hildreth, throwing a jump ball at center court.
Yeah, I know as a quarterback you're trying to make the play because you're the ball handler, and then people are looking for you to make those plays. But when you're going that way, just chunk the ball out of bounds. We live to fight another day. Do not go back and try to throw it across the field like that. There was 5 or 6 defenders out there for Dickinson. That could have been disaster.
Bauman will get set to punt this one away. He's inside his 20-yard line. Back deep to return this one for Dickinson is Jordan Myers. A line drive kick. Myers will watch it bounce inside his 30. A huge bounce for Clear Creek inside the 10, and it goes out of bounds. Let's see where they spot it. Right at the 10-yard line. What a punt by Bauman as he sent that one for a 60-yard punt. No return. That's going to help the net.
Oh, that's outstanding punt. I mean, you couldn't have took the ball and walked down to the sideline and placed it any better than that. That's a nice play, exactly what Clear Creek wanted to have happen. I mean, you have Dickinson deep, and if they're going to score, they're going to have to drive the length of the field to do it.
I'd like to do that with my pitching wedge. So 11:34 left to play in the half. We saw both of these teams strike early on their first possession, and since then a stalemate. Neither team's been able to get on the board.
Yeah, both teams have settled down.
quickly in the single back. It's Myers right up the middle. Myers across the 20 to the 25, bounces outside of the far numbers, pushes a man away across the 30, and he's finally brought down to the 32-yard line. Finally, Myers, who's been over 1,200 yards on the season, he breaks one loose for a pickup of 22 yards. Jake Bolton finally the one to bring Myers down.
That's big boy football right there. Give it to Mr. Myers and let him run over a few people. That's a nice play for Dickinson. Nice way to come out and start this quarter, setting up them for a first down and 10.
So first down for the Gators as Baines now will drop back into an empty shotgun. 3 receivers far side, 2 to the near. Handed off on the end around. It's Myers. Myers running near side. I beg your pardon, that wasn't Myers that time taking the handoff. It appeared it was Tommy Young.
Fowler on the end around.
Jake Bolton again with the stop. No gain on the play. Did get back to the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have lost a couple, but fought through that second effort. Got it back to the original line of scrimmage. Second down and 10 I formation. It's Baines. Baines turns, hands it off. It's Myers. Myers bouncing it out left side. Nowhere to run. He's met by a bunch of Wildcats. It looked like Leighton the Sarge was Nicholas Daniels again. Also then there was Malik Tazzino, the big defensive lineman down in that front 3.
Another big play from Clear Creek to come in. Their defense is starting to assess themselves on that offensive line right there. It's nice penetration, and the linebackers are flowing as well on that. Nice defense.
No gain, back-to-back plays. And now a third down and 10 from the Gators' 32-yard line. Baines will drop back into the shotgun. He has 4 receivers. Myers to the right shoulder. Looking to throw. Fires on the out. It's caught at the 35-yard line. Carlisle makes a man miss. He runs it up the numbers across the 40 and near the 42-yard line. This is going to be very close to the first down. Patrick Wadicka for the tackle for the Wildcats, and it is going to be the distance needed for the first down. They got 11, they needed 10, and the Gators move the chains.
That's an outstanding pitch and catch. He also made a nice move and in space and got that extra yardage. It's called YAC, people, yards after catch. Nice play, first down, Dickinson.
Dickinson now will take their time, looking over to the near sideline. Baines looking to throw, fires it near sideward, is caught. It's Fowler across midfield near the Clear Creek 45-yard line. It's a pickup of a dozen for the Gators. Colby Burton with his tackle. About the third or fourth time we've called Burton's name on this drive.
Exactly right, but if he didn't make that tackle, I mean, he's still running right now. It would have been a touchdown for Dickinson. Nice tackle, nice wrap up in space.
9:20 and counting in our first half. It's a 7-3 Dickinson lead. They're starting to find their groove on offense after picking up that third down conversion. They fire the pass off to Fowler and moving the chain. Shotgun again. They hand it off. Myers sweeping left, looking for the corner. Can't find it. Still fighting for yards, but he's going to lose a yard back to the 46. As Myers sweeping out to the left side, couldn't find the room. And Jeremy Wadicka with the tackle. So Wadicka's on the side. A couple of plays. Loss of a yard.
That's a nice play. Thinking of the Wadicka twins? Is that what that is? That's nice. Very nice.
You know all about that. Second down and 11. Slowing down a bit now. 12 on the play clock. Still no urgency. Now they're starting to yell out the plays as Baines tailing the line down to 6 seconds now. Baines still giving out instruction down to 2 seconds, down to 1. They didn't get the play off. Flags fly. They didn't call the timeout either, and they're going to back them up 5 yards on the delay of game.
Yeah, it's always tough when you have that check with me. It's when the quarterback and the team, wide receivers, most of your skilled guys look to the sideline and get the play. The coach is trying to read the defense. But in a game like this, I mean, even the coaches have some of that angst a little bit. Didn't get the play in time and penalized Dickinson 5 yards on that play.
So back them up 5 more yards, and now it takes them all the way to their own 49, into their own territory. Baines yelling out instruction. They're going to take a timeout this time. After the delay of game, they can't get an order here. Now you have hands up in the air between Myers and Young, and they're saying, what's going on? Some miscommunication offensively for the Gators as we step away. 7:55 left to play in the second quarter. Dickinson 7, Clear Creek 3, as you watch and listen on Texan Live.
If you want a real authentic Texas barbecue, you need to come to Tin Roof. We've been doing barbecue for 12 years. and we're just a little mom and pop barbecue joint. Where everything is cooked fresh here. We have brisket, sausage, chicken that's cooked fresh every day, ribs cooked fresh every day. We have the world's best turkey, and then we do like 15 side dishes, and the side dishes are all from scratch. On Friday and Saturday night we have live music. We'll have a band playing outside. So if you get a chance, come by and see me.
7:55 to play in the second quarter. Dickinson ready to go. They're over the football. Facing a 2nd down and 16 from their own 49-yard line. A move a motion man as Baines takes the snap, fakes the pitch, keeps it himself, looking to throw, and he's going to throw this one away. Did he? Oh boy, he's in the pocket. You have to think, and there's a flag. He threw it away from the center of the pocket, and a flag comes down from head referee Johnny Bruce. He never left the pocket. This is going to be intentional grounding.
Yeah, it's a great thought. I mean, he eluded the rush, and he didn't get out of that tackle box to be able to throw the ball. But that was a good thought. I mean, it's a good idea. Just a little bit through on the follow-through.
So the intentional grounding is going to back him up. It's going to be a spot foul and a loss of down, and that flag that the head official Johnny Bruce threw is at the 39-yard line. The head linesman on the other side also threw a flag. 2 penalties. There's an illegal man downfield and an intentional grounding, and clearly Clear Creek will take the grounding call.
Yeah, Dickinson was actually trying to set up a screen on that play, and then it's just too much penetration from Clear Creek, and it interrupted the play. Of course, they held up the running back and had forced the quarterback to just kind of get rid of it.
So back it up to the 39. It's a loss of 10 on the play when it's all said and done. And they'll be facing a 3rd down and 26 from their own 39-yard line. They need to get to the Clear Creek 35 for a first down. That's equivalent to the Bay. 7:47 to go in the second. They get the snap off, fake the handoff. Baines looking to throw. He's going to launch it way downfield. Jump ball, and it is knocked away. Was it picked off? It was knocked away. The ball was ricocheting around, and Colby Burton comes away with it. Jacoby Fowler, the intended receiver, and Burton just knocked it away. It popped into the air, and he brought it down before it ever hit the turf. It's picked off.
That's a big-time play from Burton. Went up at the highest point. You always tell your kids to make sure, whether you're a receiver or defensive back, catch the ball at his highest point. He went up above the wide receiver and stretched his arms out. Nice catch to hold on to it, because when you go up, you got to come down, hit the ground. So to withstand that and hold on to the ball, that's a big-time play for Clear Creek.
The officials are talking about it at the 25-yard line. They will rule an interception. They talked to see if it was caught cleanly before it was bouncing around. And frankly, it's not a terrible interception for Baines. You had 3rd down and 26. You throw it deep downfield, and now Clear Creek will take over at their own 25. And it works out as a punt.
Yeah, it's the equivalent of a punt. You're exactly right. I mean, you have to try to go for it on something like that. You give your receiver, it's one of those 50-50 balls we always talk about when you're trying to coach these kids up. I mean, 50-50. You go get the ball. If you're on offense, on defense, you have the same kind of teaching. So it's a nice play either way.
Yeah, I'm good with it. It would have been a 36-yard punt if you play the math, and it was into the wind as well. Quickly, Hildreth throws it out to the far side. Caught by Etzel. Etzel looks for the sideline across the 30. Near the 35, inbounds across the 35 to the 36. It's a pickup of 11 yards and a Clear Creek first down. Hildreth going quick. Hildreth coming into this game with over 1,800 yards passing. Before this one's all said and done, he'll go over the 2,000 mark. 20 touchdowns coming into the game as well. Prolific passer. Their offense is pretty balanced. They'll throw more than they run in terms of yardage. They average just over 240 yards through the air and over 150 yards by ground.
Yeah, they are a well-balanced team, pass and run. That's a good ratio to have.
Hildreth will be in the gun with Smith to the right shoulder. Hildreth takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking to throw, rolls to the near side, throws it off his back foot, has a man deep. It's knocked away. Andrew Weeson was the intended receiver at the Dickinson 30-yard line. He had a step on his man, but Hildreth threw it off the back foot and couldn't get enough mustard on it. And coming across to bat it away was Chris Wilson, the junior. Wilson's getting a lot of looks from a lot of coaches in the college game, only a junior. And we've called his name a few times there, and he was able to come back and knock that one away for an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 at the 36. Hildreth handoff. Smith up the middle. Got tripped up near the line of scrimmage, falls forward to the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of a deuce.
That's nice defense from Dickinson. You have your linebackers coming up, jumping up just a little bit closer to try to stop that run. I mean, basically what it looks like now, what it appears now, is they're saying, hey, you're not going to run the ball. Smith is not going to run it. He had some success early on in the game, first quarter. Dixon's trying to make that adjustment, saying, hey, let's lower the run, and then if you're going to beat us, you're going to beat us through the air.
Under 6.5 to play in the second quarter. 3rd down and 8. Dickinson leads it 7-3. Hildreth at the line, now looks over to the sideline, changes up the play. Shotgun formation, 4 receivers set. Hildreth takes the snap. Here comes some pressure. Hildreth, a quick throw. Smith catches it at 38, trying to run outside. Has the corner. 45-50 towards the sideline into Dickinson territory, and he stepped out of bounds at the 46-yard line. 16-yard gain before John Littles forced him out of bounds. A Wildcat first down and into Dickinson territory again.
And when I say phone booth quick, that's exactly what I'm talking about right there. In space, it's hard to put your arms around him. Nice catch to bounce out to the right-hand side, and just the speed, you can't get him. You can't get those angles on a guy that's quick like that.
Very elusive
nice.
As we approach the 6-minute mark. 1st and 10 at the Dickinson 46. Motion man Woodson from left to right. They fake the shovel. Hand off Smith. Smith looking for room. Not much room to go. He started up the middle and bounced it out to the right side. He gets it across the 44 to the 44, but it's a small gain of 2, and Tyrese Weidermeyer with the tackle for the Gators.
Another nice tackle from the Gators. I mean, they wrap up. They fly to the ball. They're swarming to the ball. It's an aggressive type of defense that they're playing right now.
5:43 to play in the second quarter. 2nd down and 8. The Gator 48-yard line. Ball's in the far hash. Hildreth in the gun. A motion man from right to left. That's Etzel. Hildreth, the snap. Handoff. Woodson sweeping right. Has the corner 45-40. And goes out of bounds inside the 40-yard line to the 38 to pick up of 6 yards. Pick up a 6 by Woodson on the sweep. Forced out of bounds by Chris Wilson.
I'm really impressed right now with what Clear Creek is trying to do. I mean, they're trying to keep Dickinson off the field, and it's a nice offensive scheme that they got tonight.
3rd down and 2. Handoff Smith off tackle right across the 35. Has the first down and more as he takes it to the 33. Pick up a 5 and a first down for the Wildcats. Dorsey the stop, the senior linebacker, but not before the first down for Devon Smith.
It's a nice drive. Once again, Smith is an outstanding running back. I mean, he's got the elusiveness that you need. I mean, these big Dickinson Gators are trying to hit him, and right when they tee up on him, he has like a little shuttle, a little shift to kind of get out of the way. So it's a nice move. Kind of reminds me of for some of you older cats, Ward Dunn, the way he runs the ball. Nice.
Ward Dunn, Darren Sproles,
yes.
Somewhere in that cloth. Under 5 minutes to play in the half. Hildreth fakes the handoff. They give it to on the end around. It looks like Etzel. Etzel has the numbers. Here comes a late flag. Couple of flags are down. That was actually Howard who took it on the reverse. Across the 30 to the 29-yard line. Dorsey again with the tackle. We have to check the numbers. Young was in the vicinity as well, as they both hit Howard around the same time. And usually flags like that, you can tell by the mannerisms, it looks like this one's going to go against Clear Creek.
Yeah, it's possible you get a holding on something like that, trying to get the receivers out in space. And as a receiver, I mean, you're taught to block the guy that's in front of you. You're not looking for the runner. Coaches say, hey, don't turn around and look where the runner is. You just block. And sometimes when the runner is running the ball, he tries to set you up, and sometimes you can be exposed on that and kind of get that holding penalty.
2nd down and 16. Ball's at the 39-yard line. It's a spot foul. The spot occurred at the 29, so you have to give Hauser a gain of 4. And then you back him up from the 29-yard line to the 39, and it's 1st down and 16. Here's Hildreth, the play action, throws over the middle, nearly intercepted. But there was 2 guys running in the same area that pretty much formed an X. You had one running to the near side, one running to the far side. They both crossed pass, and you couldn't tell who it was to. And Waylon Hurst, who I don't think was the intended receiver, Hurst nearly came across and picked that one off.
Yeah, it's a nice defense. I mean, he's trying to squeeze that in. I mean, it's a tight area that he's trying to squeeze that ball into. 2nd
down and 16. Hildreth in the gun. Hildreth takes the snap, drops back. They'll set up the screen in and out of the hands of Woodson. They fired it over to Woodson. It was a good throw by Hildreth. Woodson just couldn't reel it in. Incomplete pass, 3rd and long.
Yeah, they actually had it set up. I mean, of course, one of the Gators was coming up just a little bit, but I think he would have got picked off by one of the blockers. So it was a nice play call. Hildreth just had a little bit too much pepper on that one.
They had the win at the back. We saw earlier the bomb and made a 38-yard field goal into the win. You wonder if maybe they're just trying to pick up some positive yardage to set up the field goal. Hildreth, handoff, fakes the handoff to Smith. Hildreth has time to throw now. Here comes the pressure. He runs to the far side, getting away, throws it, and it's incomplete. His intended receiver was Howard inside the 35-yard line, couldn't connect, and it sets up a 4th down and long at the 39 of Dickinson. It'll be a 56-yard field goal, probably out of the range, but you do have about a 20 to 25-mile-per-hour wind at your back.
Yeah, that's a little bit far. You're kind of in that no man's land zone. I mean, if you punt the ball, I mean, more than likely you're going to get a touchback. I mean, if you kick the ball, a field goal, I mean, you also can have one of the Gators return that ball. You probably put Myers back there. So, I mean, it's just safe to kind of try to maybe punt the ball and hope your defensive team can get down there and cover that ball.
Bauman's going to come out to punt it away. He stands at his 48, and he's just going to send this one up. Myers will fair catch it, but he lets it bounce at the 5, takes a forward bounce, and he'll be down at the 3-yard line. It should be where they originally touched it, not where he finally reeled it in. They will go back and put the ball at the 3-yard line, but another good punt by Bauman.
That's outstanding.
36 yards, but he pins him inside the 5 at the 3. And that's why you punt. You play the field position game with 4 minutes to play in the second quarter. Now, if there was 3 seconds left to play, maybe you send one kick out there and hope they can drill it, but too much time left on the clock to give away good field position.
Yeah, it's another outstanding kick. Once again, field position is pretty big right now for Clear Creek. They've had a couple opportunities like that to put Dickinson deep and have them to drive the length of the field, and that's going to help them as far as keeping this score down, which right now is 7-3 with about 4 minutes to go. I mean, that's exactly what you want on the road in a hostile territory for Clear Creek.
I formation for Baines. Baines turns, handoff. It's to Myers. Myers fighting to get out of the end zone, and he got out by the yard. Boy, he lost a couple of yards on the first down play. He was hit near the goal line, and Myers was able to get it out of the end zone, but they're pinned deep at the 1. Traylon Owen, senior linebacker, coming on to hit Myers in the backfield.
That's a big-time hit. It was almost a safety. Dixon has to be really, really careful. Any kind of delays, any kind of draw, any kind of hesitation, play action. When you're this deep, I mean, you just want to have safe plays. I mean, quarterback sneak, fullback dive. I mean, something that's really safe because you're really close to the end zone. You don't need a safety to get any more points right now.
2nd down and 11, and they go to the diamond. Here's the pass, and it's intercepted at the 8-yard line. Burton will high step into the end zone. It was like Burton ran the route. He just stood there, caught it, no one in the area, and he takes it the 8 yards on the return for the touchdown and the Clear Creek lead.
That's a big-time play from Burton to be out there on the outside to get that pass right to him. Once again, we said you want to be safe on the goal line like that. Sometimes coaches want to try to go for it really quick and try to get those big hitters, but on defense, you want to pin your ears back, but you also want to be in that position, and that's a nice play, nice catch. I mean, a lot of times you're on defense because you can't catch, but he made that catch, and he had the wherewithal to get in the end zone. That's a nice play, big play for Clear Creek.
The extra point on its way, and it's through. Bauman drills it. And Clear Creek, an 8-yard interception return by Colby Burton, and they're in front, 10-7 with 3:18 left to play in the first half.
Hey, it's Bert.
And Jamie. At Texan, we're so thankful for our great team and fantastic fans.
And we're showing our appreciation, making sure everybody gets a great deal on our Black Friday event.
Every 2015 has to go, and Texan will make you the best deal.
Get a new Ram Lone Star Crew for just $28,995 or $395 a month.
Or a new Dodge Charger for just $23,995.
Thank you for helping us become one of the fastest growing dealerships in the nation. Texan Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram is located at 59 in Will Clayton. Shop 24/7, TexanDrive.com.
We treat you better.
Back at Atascocita Stadium in Dickinson, Texas. Alongside Derek Jones, I'm Jeremy Branham. Clear Creek takes the lead, an 8-yard interception return by Colby Burton. As they're in front now, 10-7. Hey, fans, make sure you log on to TexanLive.com each and every week to vote for the Cavenders Player of the Week. Then tune in every Friday night to the Houston High School Football Wrap-Up Show presented by Texan Drive to see who Courtney Madden showcases as the Cavenders Player of the Week on Fox Sports Southwest. So starting to see some of that rain starting to fall right here on the press box windows of Paul LaFleur press box at Atascocita Stadium. 3:18 left to play in the second quarter. Bowman will get set to kick this one away. Couple back deep for Dickinson. This time he's going to kick it high in the air and try to use the wind to his advantage as the return man goes back into the end zone, has it bobbles out of his hand. I think it was Myers, and he'll just put it on a knee.
This is exactly what you want to be if you're Clear Creek. Right now, the weather's starting to pick up a little bit. Of course, the forecast said around this time, the rain would start to come a little bit stronger. I mean, you're up 10-7 on the road once again in Gator country. I mean, you couldn't have scripted it any better. I mean, you're getting field position. You're getting your defense. They're handling right now. They're handling Dickinson, that big play offense. They're holding Myers down a little bit. That's one of the keys to the game to kind of slow him down a little bit. Surprised, but they're coming out. I mean, they're saying, hey, we're undefeated in the district as well. We believe that we should be the number one team in the district. We're not getting any love in the state as well. So let's see what happens tonight. It's a big-time game right now so far.
Let's see how Baines responds after the interception. As he'll hand this one off. Myers sweeps it left side, trying to jump over a man, and he got hit. He got hit hard as he leaped over the 30-yard line, falls forward to, they're going to stop it at the 30. It's a pickup of 5, but he leaped up trying to go over some Wildcats and some other bodies in the area, and he didn't get the good end of that blow.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I mean, you see a lot of the highlight tapes, ESPN, and all these other things playing with guys jumping over people. At the youth level, we say, kids, stay on your feet. Just run the ball, put your body in a good position to absorb the tackle, and, keep your legs moving. Don't jump in the air. You can get, you get seriously hurt on that. You have to be careful with that.
2nd and 5, ball at the far hash at the Dickinson 30. Baines under center, handoff Myers. Myers takes it off tackle left side. He got some positive yardage. He's going to be near the first down marker, just shy. It looks like they're going to mark him down at the 33. Nick Daniels with the stop. Actually, let's call it the 34. Pick up a 4, sets up a 3rd down and short.
This is actually a big first down opportunity right now for Dixon. They need to get this first down and move the chains. I mean, it's a short yard situation. Kind of curious to see what they do to try to get this.
3rd down and 1. Dickinson has 2 timeouts remaining. Clear Creek has all 3, and you figure if they get a stop, they might call one. Here's Baines in the gun. He hands it off Myers, and Myers is hit in the backfield, and he's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A big stop for the Wildcats. Leading the surge, Patrick Wadika, the senior, as he brings him to actually never brought him down. Forward progress was stopped, though, back to the 33, lost a yard.
That's a big-time play from the defense. I mean, exactly what they want to do. They got penetration. Of course, penetration kills. That's one of those words you're always going to hear in football. If you can get penetration, you get in the backfield, guys can't block you, and you can stop the running backs and get their momentum stopped early. And that's a big stop for Clear Creek, exactly what they needed after they just got a big play on defense to score. I mean, like I said, they couldn't have written this game so far any better than what's happened so far.
Clear Creek takes the timeout. We'll take it with them. 1:36 left to play in the second quarter. Wildcats in front of the Gators, 10-7 on Texan Live.
Big Star Ford, Houston's fastest growing Ford dealer. Why? Huge discounts, most for your trade. Explorers, $6,000 off. Fusion, $7,000 off. F-150, $12,000 off. F-250, $15,000 off. And now every car, truck, and SUV has 0% interest for 72 months. 0% for 72 months. Don't walk, run. These deals end soon. Big Star Ford, big city discounts, small town dealing.
1:36 left to play in the first half. It's Clear Creek leading Dickinson's 10-7 in a battle of undefeateds. Dickinson's getting set to punt this one away. As they'll get the football, the Wildcats will. And now we're going to get another timeout. We'll keep it right here. As they want to talk about, they want to make sure they get a good punt off. That's first and foremost. We already saw one snap in this direction by Clear Creek go over the punter's head. So important you get this punt off with 96 seconds left to play in the first half. The playoffs are just 2 weeks away, and Texan Live will be your home for the postseason after agreeing to a partnership with the UIL and Fox Sports Southwest. Get your tickets to the state championships held at NRG Stadium in Houston by following the UIL link on TexanLive.com. Then follow your team on the road to the state championships of the home for Houston high school sports. TexanLive.com. Hard to believe, playoffs just 2 weeks away here in the state of Texas.
Yeah, this season seems to have flown by. I mean, each week it's exciting games going on, but to be down close to the end, already getting ready to start the playoffs. I mean, guys are positioning, teams are positioning themselves, wrapping up district titles and, top 4. I know out there in Katy area where, I'm at usually, they have the top 4, who's going to get that 4th spot. I mean, so you have a lot of stuff going on right now. It's an exciting time. Football is one of the big sports in Texas, of course.
Dickinson, one of the better teams in the state. Clear Creek giving them everything they can handle now. They lead by 3. The offense is coming on for Dickinson, and now Clear Creek is forced to use their second timeout. How about this chess match? What do you make of this, Derek?
That's exactly what I thought was going on. Now, when before that first time out, they were looking to the sideline. You know, in a situation like this, when you're a top team in the state or you're a top team in the district, you always want to feel like, hey, we're better than these guys. So sometimes as a coach, you want to try to go for it in a situation like that, but that's that downfall you don't want to take. Just because this is a close game, you have to trust your defense, trust what you do, trust your offense, and don't get into that kind of chess match with the other team, because right now Clear Creek has the momentum. You don't want to get stopped here and give them a short field, an opportunity to go with another touchdown or a field goal into the half with only like a minute and some change left to go. I mean, that's that tough thing as coaches. Sometimes as a coach, we overthink it. And instead of playing sound, fundamental football, kicking the ball away, getting the field position, I mean, you may want to go for it in a situation like this.
Looks like they are going to go for it. It wasn't a matter of getting the punt team on. It was a matter of let's get a good fourth down play. DeLon Baines in the I formation. Baines, the hard count. Will they just try to get him to jump, or will they snap it? Baines still 18 seconds on the play clock. They have lots of time, and now Dickinson's going to take another timeout. We have seen 4 timeouts without a play going off. Clear Creek took a timeout to stop the clock. Dickinson took a timeout with their punt team on. They sent the offense on. Clear Creek took a timeout. They went for the hard count. Nothing doing. Dickinson takes the timeout, and they're going to punt this football away finally.
Yeah, nice gamesmanship. I mean, of course, this is a friendly rivalry, so I mean, you would expect all stops to take place tonight. But smart play from the coach from Dickinson. You want to kick the ball away, let your defense. I mean, they've been playing good tonight. Let them get on the field, and you never know with the turnovers and with the ball wet and everything like that. So a nice play to kick this ball off, as long as the snap and everything else goes through.
You know how else it helps? I mean, you never had to snap the ball, and you forced Clear Creek to take a timeout. So now they're playing with one less timeout with 1:36 left to play before the half. That's brilliant, really.
Yeah, and I think they're expecting a fake kick. There's nobody back.
Nobody back, so they can just go a high kick into the wind. This ball's not going to go anywhere as it boomerangs back. It lands at the 50, takes a sidewards bounce, and now back inside Dickinson territory to the 49. That's a 16-yard punt. Boy, you kick it that high into the air with this wind, it's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, this is one of those situations where, you're not trying to get the hang time to give your guys enough time to get down the field. You want to try to do your best to line drive it if you can, almost kick it to the side a little bit just so it can kind of get in the wind. Of course, the higher it is, the more the wind's going to catch it. So that's good field position right now for Clear Creek. I mean, this is a big minute and 24 for the Gators. I mean, of course, you're the top dog in the area, so you think, so you want to make sure they don't get a score to go in at halftime.
Shotgun formation for Hildreth as they try to score before intermission. Dickinson will get the football to come out for the second half. They won the toss, remember, and they deferred. Hildreth in the shotgun. He has trips to the near side. Ball on the far hash. The motion. Woodson from left to right. They will hand it off to Smith. Smith off guard, left side across the 50, and he's tackled, tripped up at the 47-yard line of Dickinson. It's a gain of 4 yards. The clock ticking, 1:13 and counting down as they'll go fast. Hildreth quickly in the gun. Trips. He wasn't ready. He caught the snap, though. He rolls out to the near side, fires quickly, and underthrows the man. His intended receiver on the outside was Wise, and that play was it was doomed from the word go. He took a snap to the belly, was not ready for it, and was lucky it was a good snap, and it hit him square. He had no choice but to catch it.
Yeah, he was actually looking out to the receiver, trying to set them up, and the center actually saw his hand move and snapped it a little bit quicker than what he wanted to do. They were lucky and fortunate that he has good hands to catch that ball like that.
Shotgun for Hildreth. He has 3 receivers, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far. 3rd down and 7. Hildreth takes the snap, drops back, looks to throw deep down the middle of the field, and it's incomplete. Overshot his man. He had Wisen at the 25-yard line. It looked like Wisen had a beat on the post route, but Hildreth just let him a little bit too far. Couldn't quite get to him.
Yeah, need just a little bit more air underneath that pass, and that would have been a nice gain, and even maybe possibly even a touchdown. That's a quick drive, though, to run 3 quick plays, and I mean, you didn't run a lot of time off the clock. You didn't want to give the ball back to Dickinson.
Bauman will punt this away, stands at his 40, back deep to return. For Dickinson is Myers. Good snap. They ran into him, and the flags fly. It's going to be a roughing the punter. We'll see if it's roughing or running into. We'll have to wait. That's going to be a big difference. The punt went through the end zone. It's a touchback as it stands. It's going to be a personal foul, roughing the punter, and Clear Creek will get the first down thanks to the personal foul.
Well, I mean, I like the aggressiveness from Dickinson, but you have to really be careful on something like that. I mean, you had a good defensive stand. You're getting the ball back to your big-time offense to, try to run this clock out, and, of course, you're going to get the ball back after the half. You didn't want to try to run into him. I'm sure he didn't do it on purpose, but I mean, that's a big play for Clear Creek to get the ball back, and they're going to get a first down on that.
Tyrese Weidermeyer was going for the block, and he bumped into the punter Bowman. So Clear Creek, they get the penalty, and they'll have it 1st and 10 at the Dickinson 32-yard line. Shotgun for Hildreth. Hildreth, the snap. He hands it off to Woodson. Woodson sweeps right to the numbers 30, 25, 20. Cuts inside. He had his feet taken out from underneath him near the 15-yard line. Call it the 16. It's a pickup of 16 yards, a first down. The clock stops for a moment. 43 seconds left to play. Waylon Hurst the tackle, and Clear Creek hustles to the line. Chains get set. Clock rolling, 42, 41. Hildreth in the gun, takes the snap, handoff Smith. Smith up the middle, left side. He's at the 10, cuts inside, and he's tripped up at the 5, falls forward to about the 2-3 yard line. It took a huge hit. It's another first down, though. Clock stops, 33 seconds as they spot it at the 3 yard line. It's a pickup of 13. 1st and goal, Hildreth. Well, they got a big backfield now. Handoff Smith. Smith to the right side. Smith looking for the end zone. Can't find it. He's down at the 1 yard line. A pickup of 2. Clock rolling. The Clear Creek staff wants the timeout, and they'll take it. And boy, Darrell Warden is not happy. He wanted that one a lot quicker than he got it. We'll step away for a bit. When we come back, Clear Creek facing a 2nd and goal at the Dickinson 1. 20 seconds left to play in the first half. Already leading by 3. They look for more on Texan Live.
Big Star Ford, Houston's fastest growing Ford dealer. Why? Huge discounts, most for your trade. Explorers, $6,000 off. Fusion, $7,000 off. F-150, $12,000 off. F-250, $15,000 off. And now every car, truck, and SUV has 0% interest for 72 months. 0% for 72 months. Don't walk, run. These deals end soon. Big Star Ford, big city discounts, small town dealing.
Back of Atascocita Stadium in Dickinson, Texas. Clear Creek leading Dickinson 10-7, and they face a 2nd and goal at the Gator 1 yard line with 20 seconds left. Neither team has a timeout left. They have the audacity to run it. They do. Smith up the middle, plunging forward, and he is in. Devon Smith punches it in from a yard out, and Clear Creek extends the lead 16-7 with the extra point to come.
Another big-time play for Mr. Smith. Like I say, that's that phone booth action going on back in the backfield. Made a couple moves and darted in the end zone. Right now, 16-7. Dickinson's not too happy right now what's going on in the game.
That personal foul kept the drive alive as the extra point is up, and it is good. Clear Creek in front, 17-7. 17 seconds left to play in the first half. We're back with the kick following these messages on Texan Live.
Hey, it's Bert.
And Jamie. At Texan, we're so thankful for our great team and fantastic fans.
And we're showing our appreciation, making sure everybody gets a great deal on our Black Friday event.
Every 2015 has to go, and Texan will make you the best deal.
Get a new Ram Lone Star Crew for just $28,995 or $395 a month.
Or the all-new Jeep Renegade for just $18,388.
Thank you for helping us become one of the fastest growing dealerships in the nation. Texan Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram is located at 59 in Will Clayton. Shop 24/7, TexanDrive.com.
We treat you better.
Back of Atascocita Stadium in Dickinson with Derek Jones. I'm Jeremy Branham. 17 seconds left to play in the first half. And Clear Creek adds the lead. They lead it by 10 now, 17-7. A 1 yard touchdown run by Devon Smith after a 7-play, 51-yard drive using up just a minute 07 off the clock. But that personal foul roughing the punter after Dickinson got the hold. And boy, it's going to be frustrating in the locker room thinking back about that one for the Gators.
Yeah, that's one that they kind of let get away on that. They had a nice defensive stand. And then to have that penalty, that personal foul to extend the drive for Clear Creek, and that's a big point, big touchdown for Clear Creek. I mean, it's 17-7. It's a long ball game, of course, but, I mean, they kind of took Dickinson off my hand right now. I mean, they're ranked in the state, and I know they're thinking about this game right now.
Bombing a high kick again, trying to use the wind. It's caught 5 yards deep in the end zone by Parker, and he's bringing it out. Parker to the near side. He's at the 5, he's at the 10, and he's knocked out of bounds inside his own 10-yard line. And you know, usually it's not a good decision to bring it out from 5 yards out, but with 20 seconds left to play in the first half and you're down by 10, you're probably going to put it on a knee no matter where you return it to if it's not near midfield. So it's probably the one time it's okay to take it 5 yards deep from the end zone.
Yeah, I mean, if you're an excuse me, if you're an athlete like that, you want to get the ball in your hands, and you think you can help your team. Of course, you want to come out. You have to be real careful though, just because field position is key. You know, you don't want to muff a ball. You know, situation like this. My thought is that with a score like this, and with all the hype and all the news cameras and everything else, will you start pressing?
So they'll put it on an E. Baines drops down, and that'll take us to the end of the first half. An exciting first half, an exciting 24 minutes at Vitanza Stadium in Dickinson. Clear Creek leads the Gators 17-7. Derek, your thoughts on the opening half?
Right now, the keys of the game have kind of come through. Kind of slow down Jordan Myers. I think Clear Creek has done that. I mean, get field position with the quick game. I think they've accomplished that. They've stayed balanced pretty much on offense. They've kind of mixed in the pass and the run, and they utilized the quick game with Edsel. They've gotten wise in the ball. I mean, the quarterback Hildreth has thrown the ball really well early. I mean, this is exactly what Clear Creek needed, and Dixon's going to have to go in at halftime, make some adjustments, and see what happens.
17-7. Clear Creek is in front by 10. The Panera halftime comes up next, right here on Texan Live.
At Panera, we decided a long time ago to avoid the easy road and switch to antibiotic-free chicken. That decision set a lot of things in motion. So now it's not just chickens raised this way. It's more ingredients you can trust. Which has taught us a lesson. Sometimes, what you think is the harder road turns out to be the only one worth being on. Panera Bread. Live consciously. Eat deliciously.